I was recently going on a trip, and one of my sons asked if he could go with me. I told him the trip would be mainly riding in the car, but he didn't care. He just wanted to spend some time with Dad. He was good on the trip and didn't cause any trouble. After dinner, we talked about getting some sort of dessert, and I mentioned ice cream. Now, all of my kids like ice cream, and they know I like ice cream, so my son asked, "Dad, if I get ice cream, will you get some ice cream?" I asked him, "Do you want ice cream?" He said, "I don't have to, but if you want some, I'd like some." Well, as you can guess, my son got some ice cream that evening. Why did I give my son ice cream that day? He had chosen to spend time with me. He had been good, and he asked for something that I liked and wanted him to have. I could say he desired the same thing I desired. I think about it, and the key to my son receiving from me that day is the same key to me receiving answers to prayer. John 15:7 says, "If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you." Here we see some conditions to having prayer answered. First, he says, you must abide in Him. The idea is to be close fellowship with Him and to rely upon Him completely. Second, he says, His Word is to abide in you. That means to live in obedience to Him. And then he says, you can ask what you will. The key to remember at this point, my will is going to be affected by my relationship with Him. I am in close fellowship with Him. I am relying on Him while trusting what He wants is best. I'm living in obedience, doing as He wants. What I desire or ask for is going to be what His will or desire is. The picture he gives here is an individual who's pleasing God and asking God to provide what God already wants them to have. 1 John 5:14 says, "And this is the confidence that we have in Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He heareth us. And if we know that He heareth us, whatsoever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of Him." The point, we must live in God's will and ask according to God's will if we want to receive answers to prayer. My son received ice cream on our trip because he was near me, pleasing me, and desired what I desired. We must make certain we are the same with our Heavenly Father.